Hello viewers and welcome to another edition of the program Talk to the Camera with me, Isatu Sesay. Today the camera they in the office of the Advocacy Network against Irregular Migration concerning a press conference we then call. And after the press conference, we will get for talk to the Executive Director for the Advocacy Network against Irregular Migration for let it tell we some of the issues them with the network they work on right now.
The press
My name is Mr. Sako Kamara, an administrative worker in the ANIM Advocacy Network against Irregular Migration. I'm going to read the press statements that govern this program. The press release: Advocacy Network against Irregular Migration, current political instability in Sierra Leone, its link to irregular migration and the need for government to evacuate Sierra Leoneans, migrants stranded in North Africa and the Middle East. The Advocacy Network against Irregular Migration, ANIM, wishes to express its deepest concern over the current political diabolic in the country, which has already propelled irregular migration among the youth populace. ANIM is also worried about the growing political tension, especially between officials and sympathizers of the Sierra Leone People's Party (SLPP) and the All People's Congress Party (APC). Following the June 24 elections, we have realized a further dimensions Sierra Leoneans, which has directly impelled more youth to embark on deadly journey known as irregular migration. It's obvious that smugglers are now fully manipulating the situation to their advantage by trafficking vulnerable youth to dangerous journey that expose those youth to death, slavery, and other life-threatening risks. ANIM is non-political organization is also calling on other non-partisan organizations, including foreign embassies in Freetown, to help initiate peaceful settlements between the two main political parties in the country, the APC and the SLPP. As an organization that advocates on behalf of Sierra Leoneans, migrants across the globe, we are troubled by the continuous calls and messages we are receiving from migrants in the Arab states, most of whom complain being enslaved, imprisoned, and tortured. They also complain seizure of their passports and other documents by wicked citizens of those countries. ANIM is therefore calling on Sierra Leonean police, border security guard, all and sundry to tighten up surveillance against smugglers whom are presently exploiting the present difficulties to their advantage. We will also want to make use of this opportunity to inform President Julius Maada Bio and his government that thousands of Sierra Leonean youth are presently stranded in North Africa and in the Middle East that are ready to return to Sierra Leone. As a president that puts human capital as the forefront of his government's development agenda, we are of the conviction that President Bio, as he did in Lebanon in 2020, will also consider evacuating all Sierra Leoneans stranded presently in abroad. Meanwhile, the Advocacy Network would like to take this opportunity to appreciate President Bio for appointing one of the most youthful cabinets ever. We are of the conviction that those appointments are in line with the fight against irregular migration. Hence, ANIM is calling on all young Sierra Leoneans, home and abroad, to support the youthful appointees so that they can succeed in driving the country to the pathway we all wanted it. We also recognize President Bio as a chairperson in the fight against irregular migration because of his courageous move to appoint young people who are mostly victims of irregular migration. We believe that those youthful appointees will work in line with the aspiration of the general Sierra Leonean youth. We express our profound gratitude to all local and international organizations that have been extending support to those partnership with ANIM. We acknowledge the UN International Organization for Migration, IOM, World Hope International, WHI, Don Bosco Fambul Sierra Leone, Edicab Romania, and the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare, among others, for their support to our organization. Through our advocacy since 2018, ANIM have been able to reunite more than 3,000 Sierra Leonean migrants, most of whom are women and girls from Lebanon, Kuwait, Oman, Algeria, Libya, United States, United Arab Emirates, UAE, and Niger, among other countries. In conclusion, ANIM wishes to once again register its profound gratitude to all humanitarian agencies that have been supporting our cause. We further solicit funds from all and sundry who believe in our crusade to end irregular migration, human trafficking, and smuggling. The Advocacy Network Against Irregular Migration, ANIM, was formed in 2017 as national NGO which advocates for the welfare of migrants both home and abroad, and respond to the call and cries of migrants whom are in situation of distress in foreign countries, help to reintegrate them into societies, and create social awareness about the root cause of human trafficking in and out of Sierra Leone. I thank you very much.
And as the press statement has just read, I think we have lots of challenges compared to the time after June 24, the calls that we had from various Sierra Leoneans stranded overseas and other people that want to embark on this irregular migration again. So that prompts the office here to get this press conference today. I think this press conference today it not only address the political instability in Sierra Leone, but also to commend the appointment of the president, Dr. Julius Madabio, for being appointed young people to be part of the cabinet. Because for far too long, we said that young people are leaving Sierra Leone because of what? They lack opportunity, because they were not considered of giving them opportunity, and they don't have hope. That is why some of them die in the Mediterranean Sea, some of them die in the desert, while others die in prison, in searching of greener pasture. You know, myself here, I was once a victim, but today I returned back home successfully, and I decided to form this organization so that I will better inform other young Sierra Leoneans not to take the move anymore. So being appointed young people, it is in line with our operations. It is in line with the Advocacy Network Against Irregular Migration, and that also will give hope to young Sierra Leoneans not to embark on irregular migration, because without going out there, they can get opportunity here, because they went there because the young people were not considered and given opportunity to their home country, especially Sierra Leone. But being appointed young Sierra Leonean, I just check that I say, oh, the president has break the suppression and the pressure levied by the young people in Sierra Leone not to be considered and giving them job opportunity.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name and that you be.
Mina Shaku Bangura, founder and executive director, Advocacy Network Against Irregular Migration.
As we did today, when I get a press conference, what did this press conference be there about?
This press conference, they try to inform the people about the political strength
after June 24 election towards irregular migration.
Okay, so wetin una pick up, as you say, the press conference, they talk about the political strength. Wetin una pick up or make una decide for talk about that?
We don't pick up say young people want use the advantage because of the current situation as alone. They want for embark on this temple run again. And now, not to Libya, they go now, na Tunisia, they want for embark on. So now that make we all on this press conference for make we able inform the general public for let them know say, oh, this is not the situation. This the smugglers, the money, the traffickers, they now they want then they persuade people now due to the political situation we get on us alone.
Most of the time when I don't they talk about them traffickers there, so the one them away, they take them Sierra Leoneans, brothers and sisters, them they pull them out of this country for go do certain job them na next man country where it before say sometimes they can evolve go into so many constraints them. So now we you don't they try for talk about the political strength. What you know I don't put in place for Sesay some of them traffickers there, so now try for hold them down.
Well, that make we work with various organizations and institutions, including the police them who not then get a mandate for arrest people who didn't do. So all what we can do now for inform people them about what they go on that has to do with irregular migration. So the conference for today now for inform people them about irregular migration. Also for commend the appointment of the president. Because we find out say young people and they left their own country because they not get hope say then they able make a open as alone because they nobody consider them for get them a better job. So now that the president don't begin the raise hope of the young people and now so the man fit say we need for call a press conference and try for showcase what the president they do because if your colleagues who are 32 years don't come you don't attain a position a higher position, then what about you? Maybe in the future, other young people and go able. So there is a hope, according to the cabinet. I don't see there is a hope for young people. And the good thing I don't see about the appointment is that the chief minister is just 36 years old, and we all know what to remember a chief minister. It means now in the monitor and try for see all what minister. It means this administration now young people they don't take up the lead, and because young people they don't take up the lead. I just want to let all Sierra Leone with the young people and support them so that and go succeed. Because when they fail, they can always use them as an example. Now say, oh, now so President B.O.B. appoint young people, then as a result, they're not able to deliver. So that's they can always use that negatively to us. But if they deliver, let me tell you this: it means maybe the next reshufflement will the can and also young people let the president they give because it's this they will then get the energy, then get the strength and they get the passion for work for the country. Right. So now that may go to this press conference also today.
As plenty we don't see videos and concerns them away don't they show to other Sierra Leoneans them when they out there where we can like always they call for help. So as an organization, when I get any current issue right now when they work towards like some of the migrants them within the under for try for seek to their welfare.
I take a call to them every blessed day. Me number day I don't know if people are go get me number. So my number there everywhere. The one that would in the Middle East, even Tunisia, when the problem happened, they wouldn't call me. Right? So the problem every day they get issues them get issues in Tunisia of people there are a set of Sierra Leoneans they more than Tunisians who they want for return back home because they want attempt to cross the Mediterranean Sea make them go to Italy. So them back don't fail and the Tunisia people may able drive them come left them at the border between Tunisia and Libya. So now they left them. So in the sense now they want to come back home, but it's very difficult for them because the one who smuggle them try they're not able to get in touch with them again for making them able to return them back home. Right, some of them then they call and say but they know they pick again. So then family then they call me now and then back with Uber and then they call me they share my number. So when they get heavy challenges them from them, then calls and they currently back I get calls them from Oman. In fact Oman the situation of Oman is very tough and I don't even know how to emphasize on them. So I just want to call the president and make the president and the own government for making able to see the people them out there and see how best they go able help them for making them come back to their country.
So you talk about Tunisia now the first thing this way when I don't get issues them from Tunisia.
Definitely now Now the first time then this was Belisa Romiginga issue from all the migrant and what they receive. As you see the files they move back here. Yeah, now people who come up from different countries them. And we go to my store and back they see the pile of them files that who people can come. So now the first time this was became a issue for Tunisia because by then will not be an issue. Now we they don't go find what a road now say oh now the road this enough for go now we know they go Libya so all pass this road. You know, so now the way they make the all the merge for go now. So now because of the situation, political instability in Salon, so the trafficker and the smugglers they want to use them as an opportunity now for making able to go people in other side.
So waiting at the message where they are told with you don't say so.
I recall maybe the president together with chief minister. When a very young man, I see him with the move for go get a dialogue with the EU, get a dialogue with other people. So make them able to come on board and try for see how best they go able to support we so that we go able to move forward and try for see how best we go able bring we collect Sierra Leoneans to the modern on a country day. And also, I call on all Sierra Leoneans, them more not to politicians, not to partitions, them making them able to join me try for build a peace between the two political parties, them because when peace come, now the development they come. If peace no day, development no day.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you also.
As soon as I've done listen to the press statements where the Advocacy Network against irregular migration don't read, and also waiting the executive director don't talk about some of the issues them with and they deal with. Mina Isatu Sesay. Until we meet again to another edition of the program Talk to the Camera, I say, tata.